Welcome back. Yep, welcome back. Welcome back. The Geordie made me do it. Gotta get my charging cord out of my way. It's in my way. I don't think we're gonna see anybody here. It's kind of late. It's like 9, going for 9. I guess it's only 8:30. Or my watch is wrong. I don't know. Baker, how you doing, Mark? Hey, Sean, how you doing? Oh, I got Geordie's spoon project done. This is all done in mineral oil, so you can use it for eating. It's hard. It's rock maple. Then the Santa Claus. He's not oiled, so I don't expect anybody to be eating with his face. And then a bowl. We got a bug. There's a bug in the bowl. Bug in the bowl. You recovering okay, Sean? Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with the handle, so I just put this spiral. I was gonna paint it red and white, like a candy cane, but then I'm like, nah, that's getting a little too close to the ice cream or soup or whatever you're gonna use. I doubt if anybody's gonna use it for anything. Fancy firewood, as Evil Rick would say. Yeah. Okay. So that's him. Then I made this knife for Geordie. Yep. That's all you can do is just keep moving on, Sean. Keep pushing forward. This is some it's got a real perfume type smell when you carve it. So I'm guessing this is some kind of yellow cedar. It's just really, really old. Bird's eye. It's got some bird's eye in there. And it has no finish. This has all just been sanded and sanded and sanded. Thanks, James. We just sanded the tar out of this thing up to 1,000 grit, and then I buffed it. Never ready for Christmas, Sean. I've always made knives, Mark. I just don't put them out there. I made this one, and I made this one here. This is a finger knife. Looks like a finger. And then I made this little gnome blade cover for it. It's got magnets in it so he doesn't shake off. So I've been working on this guy here when I get a chance. And I did those two Grandma Santas over there. Grandma, not Santas. Mrs. Claus's. I had to order some magnets. Thanks, Mark. So I gotta drill these guys and put magnets in them. The old wifey was saying she wants some Mrs. Clauses, so I carved these two chicks. They gotta get some magnets. Bought some magnets off Amazon, the neodymium ones, 10 millimeter in diameter. I tried them little black ones. Hey, baby kisses. Tried them little black ones that, the ones that look like a strip. They don't hold worth a crap. We doing, Shop Inspector? So yeah, I got these. These are 10 millimeter diameter magnets. I think they were like $8. So I'm gonna put them into the Santa chicks back here, Mrs. Clauses. And I was coming out to carve something. Jordy's like, "Oh, you need to go online. You haven't been live in a long time. Just carve blah 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 blah. Whant whant whant." You know how Jordy is. So here I am online, live. Was it Tuesday? It's Tuesday night live. And I changed up my burr holding arrangement. Let me show you guys. Going with these magnetic strips here. So I can just grab the burr that I want, boop, and stick it in. Yeah, I like those the neodymium ones. The rare earth magnets. They seem to work the best for all of my wood carving magnets, which are quite a few nowadays. Probably got about 50 of them out there in the world, here, there, and everywhere, all across the country. All right, let's go back down here. I got this Christmas ornament. This little penguin guy here. I'm gonna carve him. I'm gonna carve me one of them. I just think he's funky. Funky fresh. Got a little bow tie on. I don't know what that little black thing on his bow tie is. Guess it's just like a button, a bead, something. Got a little gift under his arm. Yeah, I'm gonna carve this guy. And we can hang our knives up. Even the little short knife hangs there. That's nice. And then we got this knife here. That will hang up there too. But I got to make a one of these guys for this guy. But it's going to be a bigger one. And I don't want to do a Christmas theme on it because then Jordy can only carve with it, once a year. He don't use them anyway. You can only use it to throw at the trees. His new bear hunting knife right here. All right. So, what are we doing, Rob? Well, we're talking to everybody. That's what we're doing. Get this Santa spoon out of the way. Guys got any questions? The magnet's off to my right-hand side. It's got some chisels on it. Chisels. Gouges. Well, this one over here's got some gouges on it, too. That one over there. It's hiding my bobbleheads down here. Oh, I can't. My battery charger is holding it up me. Yeah, the handles are still hiding the bobbleheads down there. I gotta turn the heater on. Burr, it's cold out here, man. Maybe it'll come on. Maybe not. Maybe it's broke. Oh, there we go. I got a snowman back here I was working on. Spun him on the wood lathe real quick. I should have done the other balls too, but I didn't. I guess I could throw it back on the wood lathe and make another ball. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that guy yet. That's cedar. That's cedar. I guess we don't need this up here no more. We put that down there with the rest of that crap. Crap. I'm running out of room on my magnets already for these burrs. Boink. I had all these guys. They were in my Bauer battery operated doo-wop. And now that's in my drawer. I had to use it for something else. Had to use it on a car. Look, I even put one of the neodymium magnets on my brass brush so I can hang it. So I can hang it on my metal cabinet. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, this is a new new workstation here. Perry Lowe, how you doing, Perry? And we got our beginner's palm set. I also have the same thing, but in the 1/8 inch. I'm in the U.S., the USA, in Michigan. Right below Canada. So we got that. We got our black pencil. We got our yellow pencil. But I have no bassboard prepared. What the heck is going on? There's my thousand grit sandpaper I've used on that knife handle. And we got this guy done. I'm not gonna paint him. I just did the Mod Podge thing to him. So he's ready to go. Ready to go. Take a trip to Canada with the knives and the spoon. Then we got our Geordie from a land yonder. Woo, with his wings, his big old butterfly wings. I don't know if Geordie's going to show up or not. He's the one that made me go live. He's yapping at me. You haven't made a video in forever. Well, I'm sorry. I'm doing things. Boy, I'll tell you what, that box has gone wonky since I got it. Yeah, look at that. That's all out of sorts. Okay. The plywood lid's bowed a little bit, so I got to push it down to get it to go. Man, that really got off on the miters. So this set includes a number 3 3/8. Really? Huh. I've sent Geordie quite a bit of wood, and I never had a problem with the post office. Who knows nowadays? Who knows? I guess I'll find out when I go to send that other stuff over there to him. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? We got number 3 3/8. That's this guy. Kind of flat. And then we got a 8mm, number 6 5/16. So that would be this guy here. And then we got a number 11 1/8 inch 3mm, which is this guy here. I don't know how well this is showing up for you guys. I got lights in my eyes. And where were we? Okay. We've got the V-Tool. 70. This is a 70-degree, 1/4 inch, 6mm. That works pretty good. And then we've got the number 2 5/16 8mm skew. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Geordie was telling me about that. The Canadian Post Office is on strike. They must not have the same mantra as the United States Post Office. Neither rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor dead of night. Yeah, I really like this set too. I like to get the next size bigger. I can't afford to spend like that $340 where it comes with these bigger ones, the little tiny micros. I like the micros too. They're in my travel box. And then it's got the next size bigger, but they're like $340. Yeah, this is a good set. I'd rather have this set than the micro set if I had to pick, but this one works good too. Where was I? Oh yeah, United States postal mantra: neither rain nor snow nor dead of night shall keep this appointed courier from his scheduled rounds, unless it affects money. If it affects the paycheck, all that can go right in the garbage can. I can't believe I don't have a piece of basswood ready to go. But who cares? Oh, I was wrong. I do have a piece of basswood ready to go. Whoop. Boop. Hey, Timothy Reed, how you doing? Yeah, my son's 30 years old. I don't have to make him go to bed no more. Freezing my bun off. That's how I'm doing. It is cold. All right, Sean. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Jordy's probably watching Gold Rush, not paying any attention to us after he made me go live. That's the way that guy operates, I guess. Just kidding. Just kidding. I need to make a snowman too. I got one of them started in my to-go box, but that's all the way out in the truck. I don't think this piece is big enough for a snowman. He's going to have to be way downsized. Way downsized. I guess we can give him a big old fat butt. Let's see. If we say the hat is going to be about 3/4 of an inch down from the top. Like that. One finger down from, well, actually, my fingers are kind of fat, so I guess let's get out the magic tape ruler. Bada boom, 3/4 of an inch right down from the top there. And then we're going to go, we'll do the same thing. Go 3/4 of an inch wide. Well, that'd make it 1.5 inches wide. He's going to be a a short, fat snowman, I guess. That there. And that there. And then... Ah, there he is. How goes it, Mr. Johnson? Lima, like the Lima, the monkey thing? Lima? No, I think that's spelled different. Let's see. So then we need to, do I want to bring the brim of the hat up and make this part shorter? Or the brim of the hat down? Spent 30 minutes looking for Grumpy Jesse, and he's no place. I told you, he hawked your knives and went out to buy beer with him, man. Oh, like dilemma. Okay, I get it. Funny. We're always in a dilemma around here. So let's take a little heavy eighth here for the brim. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that on your that one video you made, Mark, about you wanted to get some of the dockyards. I don't have any of them. Hi, Perry. Get to bed. Duct tape them down. Yeah, I told you Grumpy Jesse took your knives and ran off and hawked them and got beer with them. So, let's see. How are we going to do this? This is going to be a magnet too, I guess. Let's give him a head. And we'll give him a bottom. Man, I am so far behind for Christmas carvings this year. So far behind. It's been a busy season for me so far. Too busy. Oh, did you? Holding out on me, are you? Me and Jordy talk like every day, all day. He's in the chainsaw tent and I'm doing whatever Rob does. Who knows what that is, right? I don't even know. So that's going to be our fattest part of our head here. No, if it's even going to be close. That's why I like making a pattern out of cardboard, fold it in half, cut it, and then when you open it up, you got that symmetry that you're after. But this is just a little snow guy, so he don't got to be perfect. Our old buddy Kevin over at Sticks and Stones is making us all kinds of sweet patterns. I keep bugging him for a bear pattern. His bears are just a little too cutesy. Too cutesy. Okay, so there's a snowman. Kind of, I think. Man, you're trying to tell me I got to carve all that out by hand? I could just take that out to the bandsaw. But no bandsaw for you, Rob. No bandsaw. Oh, did you hear that, Mark? You hear that chatter? Why are we using our knives? Why are we using our knives? We should be using Jordy's knives. What do we do with them? Here we go. We should be using Jordy's knives, not Rob's knives. Oh, man, that is rough on the patty wax. The little pointy edges, holy cow. Ooh, that wood is splitting the wrong way, boys. Splitting the wrong way. She's a splitting the wrong way. Yeah, that's got us down to our balls. It's got our balls down to size, I guess. Guess I should fire up the Dremel with the Kutzall taper burr, or Kutzall burr, the flame burr, so we can get rid of some of this wood. Yes, this is basswood from the Amazon. Well, not the Amazon, but the Amazon. You know what I'm talking about. See, if I would have made this guy smaller, then I could give him some. I could still give him some feet, I guess. That, and I should have left this a 6-inch piece. This is 3 inches tall, and it was 2x2. In case you're wondering, it's two by 2 square, 6 inches tall. But we cut them down to 3 inches tall, 2x2. Because I made I don't remember. I made something. And I needed some what do you call it? I needed some corner pieces. Needed some corner pieces. Oh, you put them in a bag for the trip to the island, and then you didn't go. This knife's doing pretty good. Did you put Grumpy Jesse in that bag too? Or old Grumpy Jesse getting himself in trouble. Oh, okay. When you went out, you did your video blog. Hope you didn't leave him in a hotel room. Somebody got some nice knives. Some nice knives. The bag. I don't remember if you showed those knives on your trip or not. I don't even think you had that one knife when you went on your trip. I don't even think you had it yet. I don't even think you ordered it at that point. Because you always take the Just Carve Rob knife with you, and you still got that one. So just gotta keep looking. Just gotta keep looking. You'll find it. Oh, his Taiwan wife or his Filipino wife. You know that guy's got a different wife in every Asian country, right? Korea, Vietnam. Yeah, I thought he had a bunch of wives. I think he's a Mormon. Got more than one wife. Isn't that Mormons? Maybe I'm wrong. Old Grumpy's got a thing for them Asian girls. Yep, he do. Hey, John, how's it going? Old Grumpy Jesse. So there's Jordy's got a thing for Asian women too, huh? Jordy just likes chicken fried rice. That's what his problem is. Man, this handle's so nice. I might just have to keep this knife. Might have to break poor Jordy's heart and keep it. Look at those. Look at that bird's eye. It looks like a bunch of little skulls floating around in there. They're basically all on threes. Like all on threes. All little skulls floating around in there. What it looks like. Yeah, it's hard to see on. Hard to see on the camera here. That is a master carver over there. That was my first micro carver. It's been a good machine. Been a good one. Yeah, this is a wild handle. Jordy found this at a. He found, I think it was like a change box or a jewelry box or something up there at a thrift store, and he sent me a picture. He goes, "Do you think this would make a good handle?" I'm like, "Yeah, it should make a pretty nice handle." Yep, thrift store. And then so he sent it to me, and I lost it. I couldn't find that box for nothing. Hi, Dot. And then I started cleaning, cleaning up the man cave here, and ta-da! There it was in a box of wood. I was taking all my wood from here and putting it out in the garage. I've got a wood shop out there for building real wood things. Yeah, it's like a burl. Jordy said he thinks it's yellow cedar because it has a smell to it. It has a very sweet smell. When I sharpen my knives, I use this old belt strap that I made. And I use this thing I made for my drill. This is leather. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of this. And I held it up against, I cut them out with a hole saw. It's a 4-inch hole saw. And put it up against my big belt sander and turned it until it was round, but it still got a little of this to it. But then I went and bought I got a 1x30, it's 1 inch wide, 30-inch long, Delta belt sander. And I bought a leather belt for it, and that works way better. But this is good to have in the shop for stropping knives real quick, like if you get really dull. But I do have stones and stuff, but the only time I break them out is like if I notice my blade is really starting to apple seed on the edge, because this is a nice straight Scandinavian grind. If I see that it's starting to apple seed, which means the blade's starting to do this, I try holding the blade as flat as I can on the grind to the, what kind of compound? I've got the yellow stuff from Flex Cut that's kind of meh. And then I bought some, what's it called? Zap It. It's green. It's a little bit coarser than the yellow stuff. But yeah, I like using that. So this is the Flex Cut stuff here. It works okay. Just rub it on there. Get it all into all the nooks and crannies of your strop. I got another strop around here someplace. Ooh, I got this guy here. I love this guy. This is a Flex Cut, a Flex Cut Sloyd, SLOD knife. I've got this strap here I made. This is just some thin leather I got from Hobby Lobby and a piece of pine. Yeah, I don't use well, hey, all I can say with the Rouge Jewelers Compound is for as much as they are asking for it, get it and try it. But I have got some stuff, some of the cheaper Jewelers Compound, and it ended up being more wax than compound. So I bought a Craftsman set when Sears was going out of business here. I bought the Craftsman. They had like a multi-pack. They had like a multi-pack of different rouges, gray, blue, Beavercraft. What about Beavercraft, Perry? Yeah, the green. I like the green. Green, that's what I always used to use was green. But I got this white. This all came in that Craftsman set, which is a really, really fine rouge. And the green is in my traveling box. And I got the brown. This came in the blue, the green, the brown. And I think there's one more color, gray. And that's out. And I use that. I use the gray because the gray is what I use when I finalize a blade to get the polish up on it. It's a very fine rouge. But yeah, I like the blue and the green are the best. Or, yeah, blue. The only question I have with the Harbor Freight stuff is how much wax is in it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I imagine it's the same. Usually the color goes by how much grit is in the... Well, yeah, the white is very fine, so it'll either polish it or burn it, one of the two. You'd have to try it out. And the gray is even finer yet. There's always that in there. The green, I like the green. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 different things of green here. Yeah, you just have to, you know, if you got a clean strop. Yep, the green Zap. Yep, I got that. That's what I use the most. If you buy some cheap or rouge or jeweler's rouge, whatever, and you put it on your strop, and then you take a couple with your blade, right? If you don't see like this black, that black is actually the metal coming off of your knife. Okay, so if you make a couple swipes and you see no black, it may be more wax than compound. I use the white on my buffers. How do I clean my strop? Well, I'll show you. See this metal ruler? I like using the metal ruler because it's made of spring steel and it's... What name is the best? I don't know. Don't know what you're talking about, Jordy. Name of what? What are we naming here? And I just drag it down my strop and boom, clean. Ready for more compound. This is interesting. So would that be compound interest? Zap, Z-A-P. I was watching the Alec Lacasse, And he had a big tube of it, so you know I had to go get a big tube of it. It was like 25 bucks. And then I just scoop that old compound right into the garbage can. Yeah, ZAP. Just put that right back on the strop and throw it in the garbage can. That's how I clean it. A lot of people say not to clean them, just to keep putting more compound on. But I started noticing I get lumps. I'll get lumps in my compound. So there's, where is the blue? Because I don't have any of my green. Don't have any of the green in here because I was working on these and stuff. So I got this blue. Works pretty good. And we'll just load that back up, put it a little up like that. That's, you get that. But what you can do is take a heat gun, heat that up, because it is wax based, and melt it into your strop a little bit better. That, and make sure your strop doesn't have a really smooth face on it. Put it under your arm and warm it up. Hey, whatever works for you, man. I know not everybody has a heat gun. I feel like there's a lump right there. Might have been a little built up compound there. And you can see the dark spots starting to come in where it's taking the, that's bugging me. A little bump right there. I can, you're like, I don't see no bump, but I can feel it. Sandpaper, Jordy. If you got really slick leather on your strop, you can take, hey, Doc Lupo's here. That disappeared too quick, Doc. I didn't get to read it all. Yeah, good to see you here. Well, that's why I couldn't find your channel. What are you epoxy? What are you using epoxy on? I use epoxy on a lot of stuff. Didn't work on my drop light though. I guess I dropped it one too many times. You want to see the tools I use for carving small things? Big knives. No. Let's see. I can give you a shot of a magnet bar so you can get an idea. These are my knives. And then we've got all of the little carving burrs over here. But then I've even got smaller ones. I got the 1/32 ones too that aren't up there. That go into this guy. Okay, there's a one. It's a 1/32 shaft. Okay, to carve the tiny stuff. Leave it on a big block if you can. Like I'm regretting cutting this out of a. This was a 6-inch long block. Okay, the snowman I'm gonna make, and I regret. I regret cutting this. I should have left it 6 inches on a corner cut. I ran this through my bandsaw and made a corner cut, and I cut it at 3 inches, and it's a real bear to hang on to. So, if you can, if you're going to carve something small like 3 inches, snowman, I don't know what you're carving, but use a bigger block of wood as your handle, is what I'm trying to get at. I do that quite a bit. And I do not know for the life of me why I cut this in half. Yeah. Clean your strop every once in a while. I just, like I showed you, I use that ruler, or I'll use the back of a bigger knife, like this knife. I'll use the back edge of it just to take all that stuff right off of it. 1-inch ball. I would say start out with a, like this here. This is a 1x1 piece of wood. And it's 4 inches long. I already put my ruler away, Doc. So this is 1x1. And then just come down 1 inch and go ahead and cut your, because if you were trying to use a 1-inch square by 1 inch tall to make a 1-inch round ball, good luck. That's all. You'd have to drill a hole in the bottom of it and put a dowel in it so you could hang on to, glue a dowel in it so you could hang on to it. Because I'm having a heck of a job hanging on to this little 3-inch guy here. And that's the main reason I'm not wearing a glove on my hand right now. Is because with that glove, that little guy's going to slide all over Heckenbacher. And even carving this guy with, it's a pre-made ball. Yeah, I would drill a hole in it and glue a dowel in it, and then you got a handle. Oh, you don't have to shut up, Jordy. I didn't know it was a pre-made ball. Now I know it's a pre-made ball. But that's the way I would do her. I drill me a hole in it, and I got wooden dowel here. I drill me a hole in it. I've done this before too. Just go down to Hobby Lobby or wherever and get these. This is a basswood dowel. Okay. You just drill it, stick it in there, glue it in place, and then you can cut your dowel off flush with the bottom of your ball. Do a little sand job, and she's good to go. Good to go. Glad I could help. If it helped. Tiny ornament. Yeah, them tiny ornaments will get you every time. I got a tiny ornament I'm going to carve. Right here, I'm carving this guy. This little penguin guy. I love this guy. I don't know why. He just speaks to me. So I'm going to carve him, but I'm going to make him bigger. Gonna make him bigger. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Oh. This is the sharpest knife I've ever had right here. Well, I can't say that, but it's pretty doggone sharp. Yeah, I know he's low. I could carve him that size. I'd be using all power, though. Be no... There would be no hanging on to that. I'd carve it in a bigger block of wood for sure, though. I got a buddy that makes beads. He likes making beads. Jordy's always selling. He makes beads out of. He lives in North Carolina. He makes beads out of seashells. And he found a piece of green emerald on his property, and he did a emerald necklace for his wife out of beads. I don't see why he couldn't put a dowel in the vise. Yeah, he's like Jordy. He's always beachcombing. The only thing I find beachcombing is dead salmon. I like this knife because of that thin tip. I can just roll it like nobody's business. That's a bonus to the upsweat tip. Ornament with a ball. You need a fast ornament idea with a ball. Carve a Christmas bulb with a face stock. I've done that. Christmas bulb. Then the dowel you stick in it. If you made a Christmas ball, the dowel that you glue into it, you can cut it off, and you know how those Christmas balls had those little were they silver or gold things with the hook go into? You can leave that on there and just paint it silver, and then you got the whole thing. I want to carve that Amy Jo's Christmas tree that she did. I like that Christmas tree. I see Dot carved an alien. I don't know if she's still here. Yeah, those are quick, easy little ornaments you can do, Doc. Little Christmas bulbs. Christmas ball. I did Christmas bulbs too. And same thing, you just carve it like an egg. Like this here, you just carve it like an egg. And then carve a face in it. You leave the little stumpy thing on top to put the hook in. Bada boom. Poof! There you go. Shout out to Ben over at Studio on the Lake. Yeah, like the old vintage bulbs, the big old egg-shaped bulbs. Yeah, I've carved a bunch of them. I got happy ones. I got mad ones. I got ones yelling. I must have carved like 50 of them in little Christmas bulbs. And the nice thing is if you glue a dowel in the top so you can hang on to it, you have a little lathe. Yeah, snowmen are quick. This guy on the lathe. I should have done the rest of them, but I don't know why I stopped. Don't know why I stopped up. Hit Mrs. Santa Claus in the head with a snowman. I could do that if I ever get time. Time is a commodity right now. Can you talk me into carving? Yeah, I'm always carving. Even if I got to sneak out here late at night to carve, I do it. I might not be making any videos, guys, but the carving lives on. It's what I have to do as like therapy, or else I'll lose my freaking mind. I've seen Jordy make 3-foot mushrooms, and I've seen him make 2-inch mushrooms. Jordy's not too particular about his mushroom sizes. I've seen him make mushrooms for little kids to sit on. And it don't get no more low tech than that right there, Doc. I just do carve more with a knife, just because I don't know, makes me happy. So I do it. That, and I'm talking to you guys, and you don't want to talk. You don't want me to talk over a screaming tool. I'm keeping one eye on my hand and one eye on the. Yeah, I get a lot of satisfaction out of carving with a knife or a chisel. It's quieter. It's calming. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the places I carve at, Doc. I've carved at the hospital when I had my neck surgery. Boy, they give me some crap about that, leaving wood chips on their bed. Yep, you can definitely make them faster. I mean, if I had 10 of these to make, this would all been roughed out on a bandsaw. Came in here, Dremel, micromotor, the Oz Plus over there. We would have got her done. But I'm just doing it because Jordy made me do it. He made me come on. I couldn't take his yelling at me no more. He's always yelling at me. It's like I got another dad, and I'm older than he is, so I guess I should stop acting like a child. No, I won't do it. I refuse to grow up. Grown-ups are boring, man. Yeah. I give Jordy just as much shit as he gives me. Yes, Ruby bits. I've got some. If I got some really fine detail, they're not good for carving, but they're good for finishing your carving, if that makes sense. It's like the step before the sandpaper. Yeah, my neck's got more titanium in it than the USS Enterprise. Yeah, Mark makes those birds, all them awesome birds that he makes. He uses the ruby burrs on the feathers and stuff. So does Ben. That's Ben at Studio. They make ruby, sapphire, and diamond. I usually get my ruby burrs through. You can get them from Treeline USA. Where do you get yours at, Mark? Or Mountain Wood Carvers. Is where I usually find them at. You can't find them. Yeah, the ruby birds. But remember, you got to turn Turn your stuff down when you're using the Ruby Birds and the Diamond Birds. Otherwise, you just Smoky Mountain wood carvers. Smoky Mountain. Oh, that's where you order? Yeah, that's where I get them from too. I know Treeline has a. You can get sets of them there too. Yeah, they're not cheap, but they last a lot longer, and you can't find them on eBay or any of those. Oh, you get yours from there too, Mark? I know Treeline carries a selection of them. I only started going to Treeline because they carry my parts for my Oz micromotor over there, the Oz Plus, and I got to send my handpiece in to get it rebuilt. I got a bearing yelling at me, and they don't sell a rebuild kit, so I can't do it myself. I got to send it in, $100, get it rebuilt. I got to pay for shipping both ways, so got to find out how much the shipping's going to be. No, my Ruby Burrs aren't anyway. I can't remember if they sell them in different grits or not. Mark, do they sell those in different grits? The Ruby Burrs? I can't remember. I don't know. I haven't seen Ben either. Um, I know Jordy was trying to get a hold of him. I don't know if he ever responded or not. I hope Ben's okay because he was on and then poof, he disappeared. I know he had a lot of stuff to take care of. His wife passed away, and then his shop burnt down, so he's going to rebuild that. Nope, you haven't heard nothing from him either, huh, Jordy? So basically, we don't know what happened to Ben. Now I know the Diamond Birds I get in different grits. Hi, Jim. I always get the coarsest one I can get. Extra coarse, yeah. I always get the coarsest birds I can get. Yeah, I bought a couple of the ball Ruby Burrs. They work okay, but I agree with you. The flame burr is the flame or football, whatever they're calling it nowadays, is the most versatile one. I do. I think mine must be fine. The ones I got right now, because they work really good for sanding. But if I want to remove wood, not so good. But then I got other tools for that. That's a hard question to answer because it depends on what kind of wood you're carving. If you're carving oak or rock maple like that spoon over there, they're not going to be very effective. They're going to be good at shining it up and sanding it, but I can tell you this, the Ruby Burrs last much better, much longer than the Diamond Burrs. I can tell you that. I've got a Ruby Burr that I've had probably for a year and a half, and I still use it, but I've got Diamond Burrs that I use 4 or 5 times, and they work good on basswood. Like I said, I only use ruby burrs for finishing. I don't use them for my main carving. Like if I'm going to cut an eye in, I'll cut the eye in, and then I might use them to detail that eye. But as far as trying to carve an eye in with them, no, I prefer. Actually, I prefer using a knife if it's possible. But you get into those woods where that's not possible. Like that maple over there, cut that with a knife was like, ugh, giving a root canal to a dinosaur. It just wasn't going to happen. So I had a, that was carved, I would say 90%, 95%. Yeah. Damn you, Jordy Johnson. Spent $62.18 on them. I just bought the new Kutzall selection, and you know they're for a limited time only. I didn't know that they were only doing a limited run on them. I hope they put it in their permanent lineup. I was going to buy. I don't see a super chat button here. Yeah, super chat. I don't know. I don't. If you guys set it up, I didn't set it up. I just don't care. I got a thing from YouTube. Congratulations, 5 years. You've been on YouTube 5 years. That's a long time. 5 years. Yeah, so I see Kevin over there at Sticks and Stones is making patterns. I hope he gets back to wood carving pretty soon. Yeah, they're. Hopefully they're going to replace those metal cutting burrs for my little carvers. That's what wood carvers do, man. We take square wood, make it round. We take round wood, make it square. Got nothing better to do. Man, look at the thickness of that blade. Holy crap, is that thing thick? Yeah, I got the 4-pack. Free shipping in the U.S., Jordy. Tell them about the idea you give me. I'm thinking it's going to be a snowman. We're going to try anyway. A snowman magnet. Oh no! No, no, no. Guess what I did? Chopped the edge of his hat off. Oh well. I knew I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing, but I did it anyway. No, Mountain Wood Carvers is not Treeline USA. I knew we had to take more of that hat off, but I wasn't planning on that much of it. Oh, well, what are you going to do if your wife drinks liquor? Guess we'll just have to come over here and do the same thing this side. That's one thing about wood carving, Doc. We could just turn that hat into a beanie instead of a top hat. Just round this all over, put a little ball on top of it, poof, fixed. I kind of like the beanie hats better than the top hats. Yeah, yeah. Yep. That has been done many a times. Get talking to somebody while you're carving, and you're not paying super close attention, and boop, there goes an ear. Doc's been carving cute little owls out of balls. Ah, nice, Doc. Nice. I like to see that. I got a bunch of golf balls. I kept seeing people taking golf balls, cutting the outside jacket off of them. And yeah, those new little Kutzall burrs would be awesome for that, wouldn't they? So anyway, Jordy's treehouse. I was looking at it, and we were talking about it, and it's like the top part of it. He couldn't decide whether he wanted whether he was going to put a weather vane up there, or he dropped that big nub of wood in there to plug that rot hole. And I'm like, Jordy, that would make a perfect chimney right there. Then down at the bottom, in where you put the plants, I said that rot hole down there would make a perfect fireplace. So put the top as a chimney and turn that into a fireplace, and then get one of them lights that flicker like a flame, and stick it down inside there so it looks like you got a fire going. Oh yeah, I bet they are. I don't sell my carvings because they suck. I just carve. I give a lot of them away. I leave a lot of them in the Walmart parking lot. Like if I was sitting at Walmart carving this snowman, I got them done. I would take and put them on one of them handicap signs, and either somebody's going to find them and take them, or Walmart's going to go back in their footage and say, "Hey, this guy is what do you call that? Destroying our property. He's vandalizing our property." Now, let's get out of V-Tool here. Oh, you give yours away too, Perry? One day I was carving a hillbilly. Had a little hillbilly guy. He's probably about 4 inches tall. And this little kid was walking by. And he's seen it. And he's like, oh, he was really digging it. So I gave it to him. Maybe I started a new generation of wood carvers right then and there. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe I did. Now, if you notice, as I'm pushing this, I've got this thumb against this thumb, so that I can only limit my push that far, about an inch. So there ain't no accidentally slipping. Let me tell you, it sucks when you take a V-tool and jab it into your hand because you get cut twice. Yeah, I where I live, I have 10 acres here, and my property line butts right up with the Boy Scouts of America. They got like a 600-acre camp. Might be more than that. It's a big camp. Yeah, I was undercutting Walmart's prices by giving them away. Yeah, and I'm always putting wood spirits back there because the kids come up in the summertime, and there's a little lake back there, and they got a little campground for them and all that kinds of good stuff. And I'm always putting wood spirits back there. How holy cow, deep country. Oh yeah, you can't go no further. I live on the edge of the earth here. Hey Jordy, uh, I put wood spirits and stuff back there, and they always seem to come up disappeared. And do I care? No. I put them back there for the kids to see because they got like a nature trail that goes around back there. Do you have any scrap pieces that? No, I don't, Jordy. If you remember, there was it was like kind of like octagon shaped on it, and they were only little pieces like that big. That this whole handle was the whole top. That's the whole top of that box, right there. Was it brown? Well, it was this color. Yeah, it might have been a little darker brown than this. Because I stripped all that off when I made this. This is the natural color right here. I put no stain or nothing on this. I just buffed it and sanded it. I think I just found the edges. Poor Jordy. Grumpy Jesse stole all Jordy's knives. Yeah, I think he's come to the conclusion that this was yellow cedar. Because it's got a really awesome smell when you first start like sanding it and carving it and that kind of stuff. But then it gets to you. It's like it becomes very irritating, the smell. When you first start, it's like, oh, this is gonna be great, man. It smells great. But then once you get into it, for a couple of days smelling that, not yellow cedar. I just carved it. It smells really good. But then after dealing with it for a day or two, you're like, I can't stand this stuff no more. But I don't know what it is. It has a really good smell when you first start working with it, but then after that, it gets really, really, I don't know how to put it, other than irritating, pungent. Is that a good word for it? Hey, there's Kevin. Just talking about you, Kevin. When you gonna start carving some of them patterns you've been drawing? We need more bear patterns in our life, Kevin. Holy crap, it's past 9 o'clock and Kevin's still up. Woo! Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I like using found sticks for walking sticks, and I would say 98% of them are cracked. So I carve what I want to carve, and then the crack I'll fill it in with epoxy. Tape it and fill that crack up with epoxy. And then that way there, it kind of guarantees me it ain't gonna crack no more. And you can mix colors in with it to give it a flair, a little, make it, as Kevin would say, make it more interesting. You make it a little more interesting that way, right, Kevin? Yeah, wood glue works good. I like the epoxy because it's clear and I can mix different colors with it. But I guess you could do that with the wood glue. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Just made this. Oh, that's right. Kevin hasn't been around for a minute, has he? I made this one, and I made this one here. This one's made out of 1095. And my knife sheath here has got magnets in it. And then we made this Santa Claus. Whoa. And he's a spoon. Merry Christmas, Kevin. And he's got a bug in the spoon. I figured, I don't know what you're doing up, man. Usually you're snoring by now. Snuggled up between the dog and the wife. Well, I hope so. I miss your videos. I miss your videos so much. I've gone back and watched your other videos, your old videos. Thanks, Doc. I got some Mrs. Clauses. Now these are tiny. Those are tiny for you. That was made out of 1.5 by 1.5. I don't know. I don't know if they're Mrs. Clauses or if they're transvestites dressed up as Mrs. Clauses. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, with this hat, it could be a sticks and stone snowman. If I paint the hat black. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna break this thing. You ain't gonna break that blade. She's thick. You could beat that blade with a hammer. You ain't gonna. Well, as long as you don't beat it this way. If you just hit it on the back, you ain't gonna break it. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. No. Take a look at it from the top here. Yeah, we gotta get some of that point out of there. The dog, yeah, the big brown dog. Has he kicked you out of the bed yet, Kevin? Is he letting you sleep in the bed? Hey, Jordy found you a coffee cup at the Michaels. It's a Yeti coffee cup. It's about the size of a shot glass. I like that video where you had all them deer running around. Do you pick them berries? I remember when I was a kid, my grandparents was lived over there by you. I had to go pick them berries all the time. Did a lot of shad fishing in the Delaware. I did that, and even